Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Kunle. So I lost over $4,000 on my Hyllion position last week, and I'm talking about realized losses. In this video, let's talk about what happened, the lessons I learned from this 4K loss, and also my plan for Hyllion going forward. Now, for those of you that don't know about the company, Hyliion is an electric vehicle company that is focused on electrification of the trucking industry. And in particular, they are focused on Class 8 trucks. Class 8 trucks look like the one you can see on the screen, and they are mostly used as long-haul transportation vehicles. Before I carry on, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. So what happened and how did I lose money on this incredible company? Now, in the trading account that I show on YouTube, I bought 1,300 shares of Hyliion at $18 a share. Now, if you multiply 1,300 by 18, that gives you $23,400. I had that much exposure to Hyliion in my YouTube account alone. But here's the thing. The thing is, I was trading on margin. Again, for those of you that don't know, trading on margin means that you are trading with more money than you actually have in the account. So for example, if you have a margin account and you put in $1,000, your broker may allow you to trade with $2,000. Trading on margin can help you to magnify your gains if a trade goes your way, but if it doesn't go your way, it also will magnify your losses. So back to my Hyliion trade. Electric vehicle companies in general have been coming down very hard in the last 2 weeks. And so because some of the money I was trading with is actually the broker's money, the broker has to protect themselves from any potential losses. And so as price continued to drop and drop and drop, on Wednesday, I received an email saying, please be aware that compliance has covered positions in your account due to your account having unsafe levels. They had basically sold 500 out of my 1,300 shares, which meant I was in the hole by $1,300. On Thursday, price continued to drop. They didn't do anything on Thursday, but on Friday, price dropped even further. And on Friday, I got the same email again saying they have covered positions in my account, another 500 shares, and this time I had lost $2,700. So altogether, I was just over $4,000 loss. So the lesson here is pretty simple. Stop using margin. That's the lesson. That's the takeaway from me. Stop using margin. Be content with using cash. I'm now only left with 249 shares of Hyliion, down from having 1,300 shares. So what is my plan for Hyliion going forward? But before I show you my plan for Hyliion, if you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. So my plan for Hyliion is based on price action. So like I said, the plan is based on price action. See, I have watched Hyliion's price action through different catalysts. I've watched the price action through positive catalysts, through negative catalysts, through earnings reports, through conference calls, through the broader market volatility, through EV volatility. And I'm talking about watching price action in real time, tick by tick on a 24-inch screen. So based on what I've seen, I think that it's going to get worse before it gets better. But let me explain. It doesn't have anything to do with the fundamentals of the company. The fundamentals of the company is intact. So in terms of what the share price is doing, I think that we may not see any change in investor sentiment until Q4 of 2021. And the reason I say that is because in Q4 of 2021, that is when the full electric hypertruck is going to be ready for fleets to test. I think it's just a psychological thing whereby investors and the general public and fleet managers just want to see the truck. I mean, we can see it on the screen, but imagine you see loads of these vehicles being driven down the road in different states in the country. That will potentially change everything, but that's not going to happen until Q4 of 2021, and that's a few good months from now. And between now and then, anything can happen. So at least we have a timeline, at least in my opinion, we have a timeline for when to get ready to load up. So another thing that I think could change things and signal a turnaround in investor sentiment is legislation. So I believe that Biden's administration is looking to come out with some sort of legislation, some sort of a framework around electric vehicles. Now, if that legislation, if that framework favors renewable natural gas in any way, especially if it favors renewable natural gas over BEV, meaning battery electric vehicles, then that could be another game changer. And that's because Hyliion's system is based around renewable natural gas. Another thing that could signal a huge turnaround is if they announce a big contract, like a 1,000 truck contract or 2,000 contract over a couple of years. So I guess the summary of my plan for now is that at this point there is no rush to add back into my current position, especially after I've just lost 4K based on the trade that my broker did. So basically what I'm going to do is stay on top of Hyliion news and also try to build up some cash in the meantime. And one of the ways that I follow Hyliion is on Twitter, and you can do the same thing by following Hyliion at Hyliion, as you can see on the screen. And also I follow the CEO Thomas Healy at Thomas Healy 47. However, one fun fact is that Hyliion is actually still above its price that it came to market in 2020. So is it still actually above the price that they valued themselves in 2020, in June or July of 2020? I think that's a fun fact. Despite this huge drop all the way from 50, it's actually still above its entry price. So I have laid out my plan for Hyliion for you guys. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your plan is. Are you adding to your positions? Are you selling? Are you averaging down? Are you brand new and you're getting in? What is the plan? What's the timeline as well? Let me know in the comment section. There is actually another company that I bought when the market was dropping last week, and my next video I'm going to be talking about that one. So be sure to subscribe and turn on notification to see that video. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.